And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what,
inside ball
you're
one.
Trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's your 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Swing and a ground ball. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. That one fouled off. The 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
In the air to left center, Hernandez settles underneath it. 1 away. Trey Turner now.
Trey Turner.
And it's fouled away. Check swing. He went. No balls, 2 strikes. And a good eye there.
Inside.
In the air, right field. And there are 2 outs.
Batting third, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Late on that fastball.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you've got some pop, swing for the fences.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. The 0-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Next one misses. Inside. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. Pulls that one foul.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the dirt, ball 2. And a swing and a miss there.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hey!
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And that's full to swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch misses.
Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. And that gives Tommy Edman a chance to hit with 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And brings it in at the wall. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bohm getting to start at third, batting in the cleanup spot. And his batting average this season is over 400. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Hit on the ground to short, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Late with the swing there.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. That one missed. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 2 up, 2 down. So up next, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
Ball.
And it's 1-1.
Nope.
That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him swinging. Top half of the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Hey! Ball.
Swings over the top of that one. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Foul ball there. Top of the third, no score.
Ball, that's down. Nope.
Strike two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Bottom of the inning. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. That one lifted to left. Hernandez moving under this one. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, catcher,
Tap foul at the plate. In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's ball two.
Tucker really on his horse for it. And a couple of quick outs. At the plate, Justin Crawford. Left field. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. He's there. It's a two-out double.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman, Harper.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
And that skips in the dirt. In the dirt, blocked. Man on second, two down. That one catches the zone, and the count's even at two. That's ripped. Base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Turner now.
Nope. Ball one.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. And he pumps it a strike. Sets him down on strikes. Good job at damage. Back here in Philadelphia and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That's ball 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
2-2 now. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
That's a ball.
Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that's
Too
way
high.
high. And that's ball 2. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. This one in the air, center field. Crawford drifts towards it, and that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom 4, Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Swings through that one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1 up, 1 down. And a foul ball. This to third. Muncy. On to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's out.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards right center field. Tucker moving under it. And that's the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the top of the 5th. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these
That's
Dodgers
outside.
just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 1-1. And a ground ball to first. Harper takes it to the bag. 1 away here in the 5th. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
The heater can be a tone setter for a pitcher, but if it's not effective, it goes the other way. It becomes a tone setter for the offense. They just haven't been able to do much with it in this one.
High fly ball, right field. And there are 2 down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Fly to left his first time.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
There's the strike. Kerkering, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
Check swing, and he went. They're down 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runs it up to 96. Back here in Philadelphia, and digging in for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia.
That's a ball.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The other way, and he beats the shift. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Aye.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
1 out, man at first. Here comes Real Muto. He's 0 for 1. Making a move to first. Pinch running for the Phils. Dylan Moore.
No, that's low.
Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. On the ground to third, Muncy throws to first in time. And that one fouled off. Ball 1 there. And that's whipped for a base hit. Moore comes across. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Jack Dreyer.
Just trying to keep this one close here.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. Hard hit, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well done, drives in the run. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap right off the bat.
And that one hammered way back there. Out of here. He checks that one out to left. So 2 down, and now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Right through there for a strike. Chopper to second. Edman handles, throws to first. Schwarber out of the play. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Top 6. The left-hander on now, Kyle Backus.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout.
For the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah!
The Phils leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 2. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a 2-bagger. 1 out, runner at second. Here's Mookie to hit. Ripped, but it curls foul. Man at second. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and foul ball. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I always say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That's out to center field. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th, Alec Bohm. Stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent. One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Hernandez under this one, and there's 2 down. Here's Dylan Moore. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
This one smoked on its way out of here. So he goes yard to left. Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. Back here in a blowout, which gives up. On the mound now, Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ball 2.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That one fouled off.
Ball one.
1-1 now. High in the air, out to right. Moore gets under it. 2 down. And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 2. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Slings to first. 1, 2, 3. Set for the last. For the 7th. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. Just missed. Chris, you look at it. These are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal reliever that was on the roster throughout the season to maybe step up and be on that playoff roster.
On the ground right side, Edman. Tosses to first. Harper retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 8th. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Forget it. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 6-1. Foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Center catches the zone at the knees. Keller, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2017. And that's in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jose Alvarez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon in big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Ball, that's in.
Foul ball there. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Back to the top of the order. Now a chance for Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. On the ground. A dive, he's got it. From his knees, the throw. And they get Ohtani for the out. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And a foul ball. Not close with that one. Ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. And they'll do it again. Inside.
Off the plate.
Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Alex Vesia on the pitch out of the pen here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's a 1-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Checks over to first, back safely. Swing and a miss as he was late. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And he brings it into the warning track. One out man at first. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Did he go?
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it. 2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Now it's the right. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 on, 2 outs. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down. Here's Kyle Tucker. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. The relay, he's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over.
Inside.
He was on the outside part of the plate and he approached it perfectly.
The 1-0. That one hammered but pulled foul. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swings through that one for strike 1. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boo. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's